40 days started this week. It's not too late to join. It's being led by Lisa, who is the owner and creator of this studio. I took my first 40 days 11 years ago with Lisa, and it was a life-changing event because I learned how to meditate and really get into breathing in the class. And that's when my yoga really took off. Child's pose. Big toes touch. Take your knees wide. Put your forehead down on your mat. Take a big inhale through your mouth. Fill up. Open up your mouth and let it go. Everything that doesn't serve you, you take a big breath in, fill up, and then push it away. Life is hard enough. Don't carry things you don't need. Now begin to focus on your yoga breath. It's called a Jayu. It's a breath of power and force. So take that big inhale, fill up completely, pause, then exhale through your nose with force. It should be a loud breath. You should be able to hear yourself breathe. You should be able to hear the person across the room breathe. Allison in Virtual World, can you hear me okay? Perfect. We are golden. Now push your hips back into your heels, walk your fingers off the right side of your mat, and try to open up every rib on the left side of your body. Then slowly walk your fingertips across to the other side and think about opening up your ribs on that side. Then come back to center. Tabletop. Now you're going to stack your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists. Angry cat, saggy cow. Angry cat, like you're a scared Halloween cat. You round up and then reverse on your inhale. Let your shoulder blades come together as you look up and then go back and forth. Maybe roll your hips from side to side. Maybe puppy dog. Let your heart come down to your mat. Roll and lubricate your spine. Get everything loosened up. There's no right way to do any yoga pose. That's why we call it yoga practice. It's not yoga perfect. Come back to tabletop. Pull the pit of your belly in. Now take your right hand forward, thumb points up. Push your left foot back. Make yourself long. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Bring them in and touch. Expand. Draw in. Push away. One more time. Pull in. Make yourself into a tiny little ball. Expand. Reach back and grab your left foot with your right hand. Tabletop. Left hand forward, right foot back. Make yourself long with square hips, elbow to knee. Bring it in, push away. Curl up into that tiny little ball. Expand. One more time. Really crunch it in, then expand. Grab your left foot with your right hand. Downward facing dog. Now it's probably your first down dog of the day. Take your dog for a walk. Bend one knee, roll over your toes, straighten the other. Maybe lift a leg, yawn your hip open. Then come back to stillness. Look back at your feet. They should be hip width apart. That would be 2 fists between your big toe mounts. And your ankles are hidden by your, no, let's try that again. Your heels are hidden by your ankles. That's better. Inhale up on your tiptoes. Now bend your knees and let your shins hover ankle height. Stay there. Then pick your belly bone up to your spine. Straighten your legs. Let's do that again. Bend your knees. Shins are ankle or parallel to your mat. Sounds better. Pit of your belly in and up. Straighten your legs. Downward facing dog. Don't worry, my brain will start working right in a minute. Take a big breath in as you look forward. Move forward. Half lift, fold. Extended mountain. Hands to heart center. Start your class with a purpose, some kind of commitment. We'll begin our class with one Om. Deep breath in. Om. Guys are not trying out for choir, so it doesn't matter how you sound. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift. High plank to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Remember, you can always do the planks from your knees. It's better to keep that integrity from your knees, hips to shoulders. Take a big inhale on empty. Bend your knees, look forward, move forward. Half lift, fold. Extended mountain, look up and back, and dive forward. Half lift, chaturanga, that's high plank to low. Up dog, down dog. Little micro bend in your knees, and that's it. Take a big breath in, bend your knees, look forward, spring forward. Half lift, fold. Extended mountain, maybe cactus or goalpost arms. Really bring your shoulder blades together, then dive forward. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. One breath this time. On empty, move to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Our last Sunday, inhale, reach up and look up and back. Exhale and dive forward. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. This is the awakening part. Take a big breath in, look forward, move forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose. Put the weight in the four corners of your feet, pick your toes up. You want your toes pigeon-toed, just means your heels are wider than your toes. Zip up pubic bone to your sternum. And this is where we build a little heat, a little tapas. Everybody can sit 6 inches lower. Why didn't you go there in the first place? That means you can go 3 more inches lower. Build that heat. It always makes it easier to smile. Smile, even though it's a bunch of shit. Sit a little lower. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Start with your cactus arms. Interlock your hands behind you. Keep your shoulders up and back. Humble warrior. Right shoulder to your right knee. All the weight is on the back edge of your back foot. You can take a little longer stance. You got all that, Matt? Use it. Arms go out to a T. Let your left fingertips come down. Right hand goes up. Now your left hands are tent-pole. You've got a cupcake under there. Don't squish it. You're going to eat it later. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Cactus arms. Shoulders are up and back. Interlock your hands. Hinge forward, humble warrior. Really push in the back edge of your back foot. Arms go out to a T. Right fingertips down, left hand up. Look up. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Now we will flow. One breath, one body, one movement. Big breath in. On empty, look forward, spring forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, one breath, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side, take the whole breath to come up. Then plant your hands to low plank. Up dog, down dog, left side, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Don't worry if you're not in sync with everybody else. It's not synchronized swimming, it's yoga. Move at your own breath. Move forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, one breath, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one. And flow, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. One big breath on empty, blow out everything, look forward, spring forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Jordan doesn't think we're warmed up enough yet. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. 3 big breaths and give out a sigh with each one. Big inhale, let it go. That was a pretty pathetic sigh. Big breath in, let it go. Better. One more. Inhale your right leg up. Now keep equal weight in both hands. Now slowly bend your knee, yawn your hip open. Now you can stay here or you can flip your dog. If you flip your dog, your feet are parallel to each other. Maybe wheels there for you. Slowly flip back over, right side plank. Look up. Now flex your foot on the top. Point your toes towards your face. Now look up. Use your right thumb as a drishti, a focal point. Shaking is good. It means your muscles are happy. High plank. Left side plank. Now look up. You want your hips to come up and towards the ceiling. Look up at your right thumb. Yeah, I guess that's your right. Back to high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Equal weight in both hands as you slowly open your hip up. Look where you want your foot to land, and like a feather, let it float over. Flip dog. Come back to high plank, forearm plank. Turn your right hand towards the middle of your mat and go to your right side. Right side forearm plank. Now let your hips go up to the ceiling, down to your mat. Up, down, back up. Come back to your forearms and switch sides. Hips go up and down. Up, down, up, down. I think one more up. Back to forearm plank. Bonus round. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Take a big breath in. Open up your mouth and let it go. And raise your right leg up. Draw your right knee to your nose. Really let your shoulders come forward. Give your nose push it back. We'll do it again. Bring your nose in and give it a kiss this time. Really round forward. Crescent lunge. Now your feet are on railroad tracks, hip width apart. You can always be down on your left knee. Start with your cactus arms. Really keep your shoulder blades together. Keep your shoulder blades where they are. Turn your palms in and then take your arms up. Interlock your thumbs. Take your gaze up and back. Really pull the pit of your belly in. Hands to heart center. Lengthen. Then twist to your right. Don't rest on your leg. Use it as a force to turn. Open your arms if it's there for you. But go deeper in your front knee. And think about pushing your left hamstring to the ceiling. Come back to crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. That's good. Now you can go a little lower. We want that, that's it. You want your knee going over your pinky toe. Now you all got nice mats, but there's parts of your mat you've never touched. So move your foot up here a little more. It feels lonely. Flip your front palm, revolve your warrior. Stay low in your front knee. Now take a big breath in. You're going to straighten your front leg. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Pull the whole right side of your body. Back to warrior two. Extended side angle. Fingertips come down. You can put it on your thigh or put it on a block outside of your foot or inside. You can take a bind or a full bind, maybe bird of paradise. And take both hands, if you're not in a bind, both hands forward, turn your heart, look up to the ceiling, stay low. This is when students start to really look at me like, I really don't like this guy. Go a little lower. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. On empty, bring your knee into your nose. Really round your back as you come forward. Push away. Draw your knee in again, really round. Hover. Crescent lunge. We start with those cactus arms. Shoulders go up and back. Don't worry about bringing them down. Gravity will bring them down. Then take your hands up. Interlock your thumbs, but do it the other way, the way that doesn't feel right. The favorite thumb, it gets all the love. Go up and back. Hands to heart center. Lengthen. Twist to your left. Now think about picking that left hip up. Open your arms if it's there for you. Try to expand with each breath. Come back to crescent lunge. Keep your hips low and open to warrior two. Pick your back heel up and take it closer to the back of your mat. Very good. Flip your front palm, revolve your warrior. Straighten your front leg, grab your left wrist with your right hand, stretch the whole left side of your body. Back to warrior two, extended side angle. Now think about bringing your right hip, that's it, over your left. Take a bind if it's there, a full bind. Very good, Kylie. If you're not in a full bind, both hands forward, turn your heart towards the ceiling, go deeper in your front leg. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Child's pose or high hero. Reconnect with your breath and your purpose. Just the time when the teacher needs a drink. It's only an hour class. Make yourself back to down dog. Pedal out your dog again. Walk your feet in a little bit. Bend your knees. Look forward. Hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Thunderbolt. The pose of many names. Pit of your belly in. Tailbone down. Pick your toes up. Put the weight in the four corners of your feet. Now, we've all seen the advertisements for the Winter Olympics. My favorite event is the ski jumpers. So what do? They're really low. Be a ski jumper. Go lower, lower, lower. Hands to heart center. Twist to your right. Look down. Your left knee wants to go forward. Push it back. Open your arms if you want, but your hips need to be lower than your heart. Maybe side crow is there. Maybe you put your left arm between your knees. Let's come back to chair pose for one breath. Fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers, your first two fingers. Give yourself a halfway lift, and then melt. Let everything go. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Crow pose. You can always do crow on your back. You're going to plant your hands shoulder width apart. Bend your elbows like planks. Your knees can go on the outside and pull in or on the backs. Yoga is a journey, especially in crow. Your first journey is to get one toe up, then get to 10. And then shoot back to low plank. We all meet in down dog. Way to go, Grace. Best thing is we get to do it again. Take a big breath in, look forward, move forward. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose. You're at the top of the ski jump, so get low. Hands to heart center, twist to your left. Think about picking your toes up, getting that four corners of your foot as a balance. There you go, Adam. Come back to chair pose for one breath. Fold. Palms to soles pose. Slide the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. Bend your knees a lot. When you think you have them bent enough, bend them a little more. Walk your toes up into your wrists. Then play around with your balance. Move the balance out of your heels into the balls of your feet. If you get your heels up, you've already done a handstand. Keep your hands under your feet and walk to the back of your mat. It's for my enjoyment. It never gets old watching you guys do this. All right, time to get upside down. Basket headstand, crow pose, whatever pose you want to do. If you've never done basket headstand, you're going to make a basket. Interlock your fingers. Pinky finger beside pinky finger. You're going to put your elbows down on your mat, right under your shoulders. Like a little V, right under your shoulders. Put your head in the basket, your hairline down in the basket on the mat. That's it. Now straighten your legs. And you're going to straighten your legs and walk them in. You want to get your hips right over your shoulders. Keep walking in. Then hug one knee in and then the other. Now, try to pull one knee up. You can always use, it's a journey. Let's bring your elbows in a little bit. That's it. Now straighten your legs. Walk them in. A little more, a little more. Then draw one knee in, then the other. Okay. It's make your way to down dog or child's pose unless you want to keep trying. Yeah. I want you to bring your elbows in a little bit more. It gives you a better base. Put your hairline right there. Straighten your legs and walk them in. You really walk your hips over. That's it. Perfect. Now draw one knee in, then the other, and then take them up. That's all right. Now really flex your feet a lot. The other way. That's it. Try to bring them together too. Then you're going to come down the same way you went up. Slowly, with control, bring your knees to your chest, and then let them come down. Then we all meet in child's pose, high hero. Inversions are a good thing because it makes your core work. So you can always do this at home against the wall. Yoga is a journey. Wherever you are is the right place to be. I've been coming here for 11 years. In the last 8 years, I've had 8 major abdominal surgeries where I've been cut from sternum to pubic bone. So I have very little deep core left. If it wasn't for yoga, I would not be a functional person. So it works. But you have to start from square one. That's why it's always the right place to be. Make your way to the head of your mat. Extended mountain. Now look down. You want that true north. Your feet are directly under your hips. Toes point in a little bit. Arms go up. Right side eagle. So right arm goes under. And then sit back. Right leg over. It can be a kickstand. It can drope over, or you can tie it around the back. Pull the pit of your belly in. And drishti, your focal point. Make it the tops of your fingers. Let your elbows come up a little bit. And go back to mountain pose, Tadasana. Extended mountain. Left side eagle. Left arm under. Left leg over. Think about bringing your shoulder blades together on your back. Extended mountain. Right side eagle. Right side again. You guys are some mean looking eagles. Soften your face. I'm not a bunny. Just relax. Don't try harder, try easier. Left side eagle. Release. Mountain pose at the top of your mat. Put your hands on your hips, elbows back, shoulders up and back. Grab your right knee or your right foot. Try to keep your hips level. Then you're going to open to your right, look to your left with your thumb up. Soften your standing knee. Come back to center, keep your knee up, hands on your hips, push your right foot forward, draw it in, push away, draw in, push away, and hold it. Take it 8 inches higher. Arms up, airplane. Now think about your right toes are pointing to the center of your mat to square your hips. Very good. Look up, you're flying, you got to see where you're going. Hands to heart center. Open to half moon. If you have a block, Use it to keep your spine square. Put your left hand on the block, left hand, the other left hand. And then you're going to try to stack that right hip over and look up. And maybe your bottom hand comes to your heart for 2 breaths. You got it? Mountain pose. Hands on your hips, elbows back, left knee with your left hand. Open to your left, look to your right. Come back to center, hands on your hips, push your left foot forward, draw it in, push away, draw it in, push away, and hold it. Let's go 7.5 inches. 8 was a little much. Arms up, airplane. Once again, turn your left toes to the center of your mat to square your hips. Collarbones are wide. Hands to heart center, open to half moon. You're going to stack that left hip over your right. Take your gaze up the wall to the ceiling to your thumb. Oh, covered up your thumb. Let your bottom hand float to your heart for 1 breath. Mountain pose. Do a little shimmy shake, whatever you need. Extended mountain. Standing bow or dancer, yogi's choice. Standing bow, you're going to take your thumb back, grab the inside of your ankle. Your thumb points up. So the soft part of your elbow is facing away from you. Here, let's see if we can turn your hand one more time that way. Because we're working on trying to open this. I know I'm going to knock you over. We're trying to open all this up. Now really dial your right hip level with your left. Think about bringing your shoulders square to the front of your mat. Switch legs. Think about going back like that. That's perfect. Here, Madison, let's see if we can turn your thumb up the other way, this way. This helps all your shoulder open up. Extended mountain. Bonus round. Right side standing bow or dancer again. Ground down on your left foot. Reach back and grab the inside. Turn your one more time up, 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 up on the inside. Perfect. Knees together. Now, one of the best things to do is to get a mudra, a focal point. I like to use my left fingers as something to focus on. Shaking is good, means your muscles are happy. And switch legs. Can you turn your thumb up? It took me 2 years to figure it out. If you fall out, good. Means you get to do it again. Mountain pose at the front of your mat. Ground down, shoulders up and back. Right side tree. Right foot on the inside on your shin or your thigh, just not your knee. Intertwine your fingers, push your palms forward, then take your arms up. Then release, left side. Now you can take any arm variation you want, just as long as it's one you don't like to do. Mine is namaste hands. Slowly take your gaze up and back. Close your eyes. You're a tree. You can sway. The wind's blowing. Release. Step to the head of your mat. Place both hands over your heart. Close your eyes. Reconnect with your breath and your purpose. Perfect time in class to congratulate yourself for doing the hard work, for coming out, for kicking your own ass, because nobody else will. Slowly open your eyes, and then imaginary high five everybody else in the room. Tell them they're a badass. You're badasses. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side. Triangle. You have a block, put it on the outside of your front foot. Think of yourself being a piece of toast in a toaster, one plane. Let your back foot come flat. That's it, perfect. Come up to standing, side facing forward fold. Take your feet wide, pigeon toe in a little bit, just hit heels wider than your toes, and then bend forward. If you want to go to the upside down place, now is a good time. Otherwise, let's do some twists. Right hand to your left shin or thigh, left hand opens up. And then go from side to side. Just a little soft bend in your knees, Kylie. And when you're even, come back to center. Halfway lift. Come all the way up. Turn forward. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Namaste hands, the ones I hate. And hinge forward. Soften your front knee again. Think about drawing your right hip back, left hip forward. Let your left hand drop down, twisted triangle. Put it on the block. It keeps your spine straight. Left hand, right hand opens up, twisted triangle, look up. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side triangle. Come up to standing, turn all 10 toes. I don't know how to say this. Everybody's facing a different direction. Wide leg forward fold. Hinge forward, ninja lunges. Turn your right foot so you're on your heel, bend into your left knee. And then float like a ninja, side to side. Maybe your hands come up to heart center. Maybe you take them out like airplane wings. Float like a ninja. Come back to center. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Any arm variation you want. Just hinge over your left leg. Twisted triangle. Make your way to down dog. You can go through a vinyasa. I won't stop you. Roll out to a high plank. Low plank. High plank. Down dog. Roll out high. Now see how slowly you can lower your whole body to the mat. Everything touches at one time. Some of you know what slow means. Locust pose. Take your arms long by your side. They have a different dictionary than me sometimes. Palms down. Make yourself long like you're bouncing on your belly button. You can also tuck your toes under. Release. Take your hands behind you in a bind, shoulders up and back. Bound locust. Bend your knees, grab your ankles, floor bow. Try to keep your knees as close together as you can. Drive your shins back. Release. Windshield wipe your feet side to side one time. And then bow up again. Roll on your right side. Come back to center. Other side. Come back to center. Release. Upward facing dog. Let your hips come forward. Downward facing dog. Camel pose. Come down to your knees. We're only going to do one. Stand on your knees. Put your hands in your imaginary pockets. They're not on your low back. They are down on your butt. Push your hips forward as you open up and back. Sit back on your heels for 2 breaths. Downward facing dog. Come up to your tiptoes. Walk your toes in about 6 inches. Bend your knees, look forward, shoot through to staff pose or crawl through. You're on your butt. I didn't say that right, but you're there now. Bridge pose. Interlock your hands underneath, shimmy your shoulders together. Bridge pose. Release and come down. Bridge or wheel, yogi's choice. We're going to do the 6. You can stay up the whole time. Inhale and go. It's fine to stay in bridge, especially if you use a block. Tuck your chin and come down. 1 breath down. Wheel number 2. Tuck your chin and come down. Wheel number 3. If wheel is easy for you, pick one leg up and then put it down. Tuck your chin and come down. Wheel number 4. Do the other leg. Tuck your chin and come down. Wheel number 5. Tuck your chin and come down. This is what we came for. A little encouragement. Everybody's got it. Make it the best bridge or wheel. Inhale and go. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees go wide. One hand on your heart. One hand on your stomach. Maybe even close your eyes. Happy baby or dead bug. Now try to keep your whole spine on the mat. Then take your flexed feet up to the ceiling. 30, 60, 90 drops. Let them drop a third, another third, 2 inches. Look up at your toes, pendulum side to side, up to the ceiling. Let them go a third, another third, 1 inch. Look at them side to side, flutter kick. Take them halfway up, then all the way. Only one more. Drop a third, another third, half an inch. Look at them. Take them up to the ceiling. Bend your knees, yogi bicycles. Do at your own pace for my count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1. Hug your knees in, rock and roll in your spine 3 times, Navasana, boat pose. Many ways to do boat. You can do supported boat, hands under your thighs. Shoulders are back. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Right side half pigeon. You can always do pigeon on your back. If you always fall into pigeon, resist. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. That's it. Make your neck long. Left side. If you want to go back to a 3-legged dog, open up. It's what I need to do. However you get there. And left side half pigeon. Let's try putting this block under here. That gets your hips nice and square. Let's put this block under here. Okay. There. Roll onto your left hip, swing your right leg around for full pigeon. Ideally, you stack your legs like firewood. That is a dream for me. I have to have one leg straight. So see if you can bring your ankle across your thigh. Yeah. Well, if you could do them, try to bring it out so it's up here. And that should really make your hips say, I'm here. Shoulders up and back. You can also do it like this. And you really push your shoulders back. This is a good place to start this pose in. Flex your feet. And then switch legs. Oh. On the flexibility scale, I am higher than the Tin Man. I'm inflexible, so frog pose. You can always do it on your back against the wall if you have bad knees, but everything is 90 degrees. Is this one you're not familiar with? Everything is 90 degrees, like that frogger where you see the frog is on the road. Flex your feet, Madison, and bring them out like if you can. That's it. Now really suck your belly up. Now you're really flexible, so I'm going to be mean. Don't touch the block with your belly. Okay? I do it because I love you, okay? Kylie, can you come forward a little bit? Does that give you a little more? Okay. Yeah. We'll come a little more forward and take your legs a little wider. That I just want you to get your money's worth. Best thing about frog is there's only one side. So push yourself forward to get out of frog. Then come on your mat, seated single leg extension. You're going to put your left foot inside of your right like a figure four. Reach and grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Straps are good if your arms aren't long enough. Release your foot, plant your left hand behind you, gate pose. Let your hips come up. It's a great counter pose, one of my favorites. Then come down, switch sides. Gate pose. Got it? Take both legs in front of you, seated forward fold. Reach forward, grab the outsides of your feet, and let everything go. Just let it melt. Soften your knees as much as you need. Plant your hands behind you. Reverse plank, reverse tabletop. Point your fingers towards your toes if you can. It will help open your shoulders up a little bit. That's it, Madison. Fish pose. If you have a block, you're going to put the short side between your back where your bra would start. Fish is probably the one pose you should do on your own every day. We sit at computers, on phones, and everything is just pulling us down. Fish is the perfect remedy. You can also do Supta Baddha Kavasana legs. Probably better to have a softer block. And a narrow one would be better, but we'll work on that next time. Supta Baddha Kavasana legs. Bring your soles of your feet together if you want. You don't have to. You can stay here, or you can get yourself upside down. Headstand, shoulder stand. Just change the flow. Waterfall, put a block under your hips. Walk your hands back. Try to bring your pinky fingers together on your back. On your back, bring them in for your support. Then take your flexed feet up. Do not move your neck. Keep it perfectly still. It is neck stand. It's shoulder stand, not neck stand. You're good? You're good? Shoulder stands go to plow. Plows go to deaf man's pose or yogi with earmuffs. Then roll onto your back. Give yourself another giant hug. You deserve it. Maybe your knees come to your forehead. Arms go out to a T, gentle supine twist right. Oops. Come back to center and switch sides. Come back to center, Supta Baddha Kavasana. Soles of your feet together. There's a cold eye towel at your top of your mat if you want one. Everybody's favorite pose, Shavasana. Well deserved. Begin to deepen your breath. Gentle movements in your fingers, your toes, then your ankles and your wrists. Take your arms long overhead. Make yourself as long as you can be. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a comfortable seated position facing any direction. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Push your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Feel the vibration of your heart as we seal our class with one Om. Deep breath in. Om. Thumb knuckles to forehead center. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and everybody in virtual land as well. It wouldn't have been the same class without you being here. I really appreciate and acknowledge your effort. Just remember, be kind to somebody that doesn't deserve it. They really need it. Namaste. Thank you all very much.